Now, if anyone can say that they've cracked America, it's our next guest, the singing sensation Taylor Swift. She's only 19 and was the biggest selling artist in the US in 2008.
2009 is looking just as good, if not better. She's already held the #1 spot for 8 weeks in the States with her new album, Fearless.
And she's now in the UK to release her first single, Love Story. And Taylor joins us now. Welcome to London, welcome to breakfast. Thanks very much for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
Are you having a nice trip so far?
Yeah, it's been awesome. I've been here about 5 days.
And how's it going? Do you get a feel of is there a buzz?
I love it here. The fans have been so amazing, showing up, wherever we go and bringing me presents and stuff like that. It's been so cool, and I especially love it because they all pronounce my name Taylor here.
Oh yes, okay.
Instead of
I'm used to hearing it Tyler. That's how I'm used to hearing it.
Oh really?
So, when they're outside the radio stations chanting, they're like Taylor. And it's so pretty.
Are you nervous about coming here to the UK? Because you've been hugely successful in the States. Are you worried about it here or not?
I think I can hope for the best, and I don't really know what's going to happen. And it's kind of exciting starting fresh and starting over again. I released my first album when I was 16 in the States, so it's kind of cool going back to that place where you don't know what's going to happen.
I was watching the video last night, and it's very much, particularly the one we were seeing at least, and just that second ago, it's about a love story. It's about princesses. Is that what you kind of think about? What's your theory?
Definitely. I love writing about the differences of reality and fantasy and reality and fairy tales, and I think that it's just so interesting how we have this perception of Prince Charming, and I have songs that are about believing in that sort of things, and I have songs that are about not believing it. So I guess the reason I write about love so much is because I haven't figured it out yet.
Yeah, you could spend a lifetime writing about that sort of stuff. Tell us this, because I saw it written down as country crossover, which sounds like a sport that you do in the Winter Olympics. but I mean, you're not from sort of the deep south, which is where you think of the country music coming from.
Yeah, I actually grew up on a Christmas tree farm in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
So I started loving country music when I heard Shania Twain. And she really made me fall in love with that kind of music. And, as far as genre, when I sit down to write a song, I don't think...
What's the genre?
This needs to be more country, this needs to be more pop, because I think that turns music into a science.
Okay, so you first listened to her, and then you play the guitar. When did you learn to play the guitar?
I started playing guitar when I was 12, and I wrote my first song that night. So I had always been obsessed with words and poetry when I was younger, and singing. And when I started playing guitar, they came together, and I started writing songs.
So you've cracked America, all being well, you're going to crack the UK. I mean, what next? I mean, you're 19 and it's sort of it all seems there before you.
Wow. Well, I'm really excited because I'm about to go on my first headlining tour in the US. So all the dates that we put up have sold out within minutes, and I'm so excited. It's like I just can't wait to go out there and headline for the first time, and it's really a goal of mine to tour the world and play in all kinds of different countries and, do a tour here.
Okay, so you said Shania Twain when you were 12. What did your mum and dad make of it? You're sitting there and you're only 12 and you're already writing songs. What did they think?
Well, my parents have always been really amazing. They've always said, if singing is your dream, we'll be 100% behind you on that. But if tomorrow you want to be a swimmer or something, we'll be 100% behind that too. So, they always encouraged me, but I think that they saw that after years and years, it was the one thing I never quit doing. I tried every sport and I quit. I tried everything and quit, and music, I never quit, and I couldn't put it down, and I loved it so much, and I was absolutely obnoxious about wanting to move to Nashville, so finally they gave in.
Oh, so, and then you all moved?
So you've moved to the home of country, to Nashville?
Yeah, I've lived there for almost 6 years now.
And has that changed your musical perspective?
I think that my music has always stayed the same. I moved there because, I'd been taking meetings there and going there a lot since I was like 11, and I got signed to a publishing deal to be a staff songwriter for Sony Publishing. So that was my first job, and I took it very seriously, and that was my first intro into Nashville.
And it's kind of a very new kind of approach, I guess, because your MySpace site is huge. You had a website from when you were very young as well, didn't you?
Yeah, I've always really loved being online and the internet, and my MySpace has gotten really, really big, and it's so surprising to me because it was really an accident. I made a MySpace when I was 14 because all my friends had them, and that's how we talked to each other. And I put my songs on my MySpace because I wanted them to hear my demos.
And tell me this, do you think it's quite important then that you, because what often happens, you become a big rock star and you move further and further away from your audience because you're in kind of big limos, you're swept into venues, you sweep out again. And yet I guess this is a way of staying in touch with what they're thinking and what they're saying about the music that you're creating.
It is. I mean, the key is to know what your fans like and know what they want and know what they want to be the next single, not just what your record label thinks should be the next single. Every decision that I've made as far as releasing singles has been based on what my fans have wanted.
That's interesting. You're going to be singing at the Brits, aren't you?
I'm not singing at the Brits, I'm just going.
Okay.
It's the first award show in so long that I'm just going to be sitting there watching.
Having a drink. So now you say you've got the headlining US tour, UK tour?
UK tour, I'm actually playing a show in the UK in May, and we just finalized that, so I'm really excited about that. And then I'm coming back in August to do some festivals.
With regards to your songs, do you write? You write them all yourself? Do you?
Yeah.
And where's the inspiration then?
Love, boys, relationships. That's my favorite topic to write about.
And bad relationships as well. Are you happy to write about how they end?
Yeah, I think that, you know, the only way that I don't know how to deal with anything, happiness, sadness, confusion, frustration, anger, that writing songs about it is the only way I know how to deal with that. So I write really personal songs and I write really honest songs, and I don't think I'm ever going to be afraid of being vulnerable with my music.
Well, I'm going to call you Taylor. Thank you very much for joining us here this morning.
Yeah, we'll say our best thing. Go do Taylor in an English accent for us again.
Taylor.
Very
it's so
good.
pretty the way you say it. I love it.
Yeah, you see, you'll get the great English accent by the time you go back. Thanks ever so much for being with us.
It's so good seeing you guys. Thank you.
Yeah, really good to see you too. Thanks ever so much.